Hey everybody, thank you for coming to my channel. This is Wendy with Wendy's Paper Junk, and this is part 2. We're continuing on with the Christmas junk journal, and so far I am loving the cover. So I'm starting where I left off on the video, and I thought I'd show you how I'm going to build up this inside. I just wanted to make sure, though, I cut. Sometimes doing something like this, so I have a junk journal I did that was all out of junk mail and mailers and bills and coupons and stuff, and you just without thinking, you just go for it. You just go do it and not try to match, and just slap stuff together. And I think this is kind of what I'm doing with this, because it's just such a release. It de-stresses you, I should say. And boy, it's been stressful out there in the world lately. And I think trying to think of things and structure it, and it's just, it's better just to try to just work without thinking, just let it flow. And I think that's what I'm doing with this. I'm just going to let it flow and see where it takes me. I did find a few Christmas titles that I had on standby, that I got, that I'm going to be using some of the papers. Because like I said, I don't have actually Christmas paper. I have this one. I have so many golden books, so I'm not really, interested in turning this golden book into a journal. I don't know. We'll see. But let me just tell you, this book here, the best/worst Christmas pageant ever. This is one of my favorite books of all time. I think I read it pretty much every Christmas season. And even as an adult, I still read this. Okay, so if you've never read it, if you have read it, let me know. But this book is so funny, and it's just stuck with me ever since I first read it. I think I was in middle school when I read this, and it was just so good. Imagine, the school kids smoking cigars in the restroom. Okay, that's a little tip there. Okay, it's one of my favorite books. I'm hanging on to it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. So I just wanted to show you, I do have some Christmas books that I'm going to use. Okay, so now that I picked out some cardstock, I just want a solid color for the inside base, because I'm going to come back and sew in some felt pockets, as well as putting this felt on the spine as well. I decided I'm putting it on the spine. So, you know what? Just so you guys aren't sitting here watching me figure out how to cut this, I'm going to pause it and use the magic of the camera. Okay, I've got, well, I just laid this one down. So I got 2 base cardstock. I'm just smoothing out the glue on this one. Now, what I'm going to do is first, because this all has to dry, I want to I guess I need to think of a closure as well. Darn, I hate thinking of closures. But I'm going to put that red felt, and I could put some ribbon under. All right, so let me grab my one of my tubs of ribbon. I think I thought I had some wide. Let me get it out. I thought I had some wide ribbon. I have, ooh, I got some pretty green lace. I have a wider green, it looks like. Hold on. Let me see what I have, y'all. It looks like I have, oh, and just so you know, I've got jingle bells. I have jingle bells to put on this. This thing is going to sing. I've got all sorts of beads and buttons for Christmas from jewelry making. Okay, so let's see. I want a wider ribbon. I do know that. Let's see. I think this is, all right, this is the same, but this, I got these at an estate sale. All these ribbons, which you have to admit, they come in handy. So, all right, the green is wider. So, should I do a double? That would look cute, wouldn't it? Okay, so let me get this out of the way. So what I'm thinking is attaching on the spine, and then you can tie it closed here. All right, so how much ribbon do I need is the question. Extra until we know how big it's gonna get. That's always a good thing. And maybe to make some dingles off of. All right, so that's, and you know what's gonna help is if I put it in a loose knot, not a tight knot, a loose knot. So it can lay flat. See, I didn't tie it tight, but it'll flatten when you press on it. If you tighten a knot, then you have a bump, and I don't like that. So what I'll do is let's just tack it down for right now. Come off of that. All right, so oops, that's not gonna stay. Stay. All right, now next thing I want to do is put this over top, and I want it so from here, let me snip. And then what we'll do is fold it up. Okay, I'm like, where did it go? I'm going to make some pockets too. Pockets with this. This will be so cute. But I am going to use my sewing machine with this as well. Alright, so we're going to do here. Because I'm also going to sew it down as well as I'm going to glue it. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So I should be playing some Christmas music. All right, so let me flatten those bad boys out. I want to make sure I'm in the correct. All right, so I'll put the glue on the fabric. And this is going to have to completely dry before I use my sewing machine on it. So don't try to sew when the glue is wet. You'll just gum up your sewing machine. And then break a needle and jam it up, and it's not pretty at all. And I just smeared glue all over the place. That's all right. I'll be decorating that too. All right. And you know what else this needs? Oh, those dingleberries. That's what. Wait a minute. Yes, I call them dingleberries because that's. All right, I'll sew these down too. So what that'll do, that'll come along the edges here. All right, so. It's coming together. It's coming together. All right, so what's this is going to do? Whoops. I don't even know if I was been in camera. Cool. This is going to be so cute. Okay. So then I have the ribbons. All right. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get my sewing machine because I'm going to sew around this, and I'm going to sew along here too. And I'm going to add the dingleberries. Now, if you're doing this and you don't have a sewing machine, that's fine. Use your glue, you know, just use your glue. I'm using it because, you know, I have a sewing machine and I can, and I just like the stitch look, but just add some trim or some lace. I was thinking about the lace too, but I have these dingleberries. Those are so cute. I'll probably put some of this lace on the actual pages. So, as I'm waiting for this to really kind of set, what I will do is also find, I guess I want to do a couple fabric pocket in the front. or maybe a pouch. So have this come over, and oh, I can do a pouch, a big one though. How about that? How about a pouch? So okay, I have to think about this. I will get back to you. Okay, after pausing, I was reading the comments, and I know you guys didn't want the red velvet on here. So let me come back and tell you why something had to go on here, because it needed to be reinforced. Because remember, this is a thin cardboard box, and it needs to be reinforced. Okay, so I had to put something on there, be it paper or, you know, this fabric. So I went ahead and did this, which I think turned out really cute. Look at this. Okay, adorable. And then I put I went ahead and it's glued down as well as sewed down, and along with the ribbon ties. Okay, so and I'll probably do charms and stuff for that, but as of right now, this is the cover. Okay, now I was gonna add these, but since I noticed all you guys said no to the spine on the red, so maybe I should not add the dingleberry things. So I will wait until I get your guys's opinion on the dingleberries. Okay, so here it is like this. Okay, now here it is with dingleberries. Now mind you, I can put some on the pages that on my signature too. So so yes or no? All right, so yes, or this is how it's going to look like this. Okay, so I will totally wait to do that after I get some feedback on you guys, because I like it either way. So we'll just go from there. So here's the front, here's the back. So now the question is the inside. Before I do my signatures, I usually like to do the front and back. So actually I'm going to put this in one of my signatures. So let me get out my my bag of what I got to work with here. And I think not much. Oh, I can't forget, I have those cards too. The embellishing part can come later. It's just the pocket wise, what kind of pocket do I want on here? That's the question. That's the question. Now, I could do, let me see what some of these cards look like. These are aren't these cute? Can't really cover them up, you know, stack them, because it'll cover up the cuteness factor. So those might just be inserts. Where is my... Oh, I always hate deciding. I know I was going to take this apart. That was a fact. So let me pause you just for a second. Okay, sorry, I had to tear off some paper that out of my Christmas book that I think will work. And I'm thinking this is like snowballs. I'm thinking though of maybe like a file folder type pocket here in the front. That's my thought process here. And then yeah, I want it to be about. So what I do, okay, so this, what I'm going to use for the pocket, you see how this edge is here? Since I know I'm going to make like a file folder, okay, so what I like to do is, this just reinforces this edge, okay? So what I'll do is I'll glue this down. Oops. I got some. I don't want to glue it on my. All right, so, and I'll fold this down. All right. Okay, so then I've got stuff all over the place. All right, I gotta make sure I keep my book the right side up. Okay, so I know I keep saying that. Okay, so, because I'm thinking as I'm doing this. Where I have a memory, I have one of these, which, what I like about it, okay, this is the memory, what is this? We Are Memory Keepers. It's the envelope maker. Love it. All right, so basically what I did was just make my file folder, but since I folded it, the edge, it made, you know, see it, it's like a double edge, I should say. And then so it won't be all right, let me cut this up. There's that, and I like to round this. I wonder if that should be a little rounded here instead of just the stinking. Oh well. So now I have a file folder here. I do think it needs a little give, so I will make, let's see, needs to be yay tall. What am I doing? Okay, I wanted to make sure I got that. And what I mean by, I'm going to fold it. And kind of like an accordion fold. So this way. This way, I'll glue down one side and glue down the other. And then this way, oops, this way there's some pull to it, if you guys know what I mean. So there's this one. And I'll do this one. Basically, I fold it to the center. Oops. I fold it to the center. All right. And then I fold one edge back to the center. Same way on this side, I will fold back to the center. All right, so what I'll do is I will attach these, and I just want to make sure, because I'm going to have to clip them so they match the curve of my, all right. Let me move my cover out of the way because we don't want to mess that up. That's all we need is to mess up the cover. All right. So what we're going to do, I'm putting the glue down, and this time I'll smear it a little. So it's gonna be even right there. I could have used score tape, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh well. We'll see. Some other parts might need it. All right. Here we go. This one is going to go straight to the edge. All right. So then all I have to do is let it, you know what I mean, curve those edges. Okay, curve the left, and then just want to make sure it's sticking. All right, so then all I gotta do is cut this one. All right, well, I think I'm at the 30 mark. I don't know. I paused this video so many times. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is this is going to go in like this. So at least I have some give here. All right. So that's good. I am going to go ahead and maybe this can be embellished. This doesn't have to be a pocket or anything because this is going to be a good sized pocket. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, make sure I'm right side up. All right, so this is going to go in, oops. Right there, like that. All right, so we have a file, kind of like a file folder there. All right, I'm going to glue this in, give it time to dry, and upload this video so you guys can see what's going on so far. And then I think the next step will be working out the 2 signatures for this. All right, well, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Give me your ideas, you know, what's next, okay? Think of something for me to do for this the back cover, because like I said, I like to do the front and back covers. I always like to get those done first before I stick in my signatures. So I will be thinking of this one too, just so you know. Bye.